About it, MAGA. You gonna take this? Jeffrey Epstein takes the fifth about Donald Trump, and he won't release the Epstein files.
The effect of this bill is to break a promise.
Trump lied.
The Medicaid cuts could cause nearly 12 million people to lose their health insurance.
Sure will, frankly.
So what do you think Donald Trump's former criminal defense lawyer's doing, talking behind closed doors with Donald Trump's old friend, Ghislaine Maxwell?
Things is way up. The reason we'd like to make this ad is simple. Donald Trump promised that prices on these things would go down if he was elected.
What happens when you take Donald Trump's mugshot and make it look like a Vogue cover? The Lincoln Project just found out, and let's just say, Trump's reaction could power a small city. We're talking a golden toilet, a burning constitution, and a slogan that might haunt him forever: Orange is the new authoritarian. But there's more to this than a few laughs. This is about dismantling his tough guy image with pure mockery, and it's working.
Can you guarantee that Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security will not be touched?
Yeah, I mean, I have said it so many times, you shouldn't be asking me that question.
There's something you should worry about, Donald. Something you should think about. What if J.D. Vance cuts a deal with Rupert?
You've never seen a political ad this flashy or this petty. Guess which one made him post a furious truth social rant? Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Did Trump just get turned into a cover model against his will? Because judging by the Lincoln Project's newest ad, you'd swear he's about to strut down a red carpet instead of a courtroom hallway. This wasn't one of their usual grainy attack ads loaded with ominous voiceovers. Nope, this was the Emperor's new mugshot, a glossy, high-fashion hit piece that looks like it was pulled straight from a magazine stand next to Vogue and GQ.
The effect of this bill is to break a promise.
Trump lied.
The Medicaid cuts could cause nearly 12 million people to lose their health insurance.
Oh, he was Donald Trump's criminal defense attorney. Todd Blanche defended Trump in the Stormy Daniels hush money trial. Trump was convicted on all 34 counts.
Only this issue stars the orange turd himself, posed like the world's angriest model. From the first frame, it's clear they weren't going for subtle. The shot opens with Trump's Fulton County mugshot framed in rich lighting, airbrushed so much it could be an actual cover photo.
A woman who ran Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile sex trafficking ring to a cushy, low-security prison, and he said he's allowed to pardon her.
Thinks you're sheep. Stupid sheep. This is it. This is the moment you have to decide.
Across it, bold white letters declare, "Orange is the new authoritarian." The font is chic. The layout screams luxury. But instead of fragrances and watches, the ads inside this fake fashion magazine are all about Trump's criminal charges and obsession with looking powerful. They even gave him a fake fashion spread. One shot shows grumpy Trumpy perched on a golden toilet, flipping through classified documents like their last season's People magazine. Another has him dancing in slow motion in front of a burning constitution, a smug little smirk on his face while flames eat away at the Bill of Rights behind him.
And if JD and Rupert get their way, you'll lose, Donald. You'll lose everything.
Here at the Lincoln Project, we'd like to make an ad reminding Americans of the prices of everything from gas to groceries.
It's the type of imagery that makes you laugh first, then realize just how brutal the political punch actually is. The Lincoln Project has always gone for Trump's weaknesses: greed, ego, insecurity, but they usually package it with heavy narration and dramatic music.
Sure will, frankly.
So what do you think Donald Trump's former criminal defense lawyer's doing, talking behind closed doors with Donald Trump's old friend, Ghislaine Maxwell?
Bad guys get whatever they want. No other president has ripped off America more than Donald Trump.
This time, the narration is almost playful, like a voiceover from a fashion commercial. They treat his indictments like trendy accessories. They call the mugshot this season's must-have and hint that authoritarianism is the look for 2024. The whole thing flips his tough guy, law and order branding on its head and replaces it with pure vanity and absurdity.
All he wanted was your vote. Donald Trump.
It's just not working.
About it, MAGA. You're gonna take this. Jeffrey Epstein takes the fifth about Donald Trump, and he won't release the Epstein files.
One scene is particularly vicious. They roll out a mock perfume ad called Ego, showing Trump in slow motion adjusting a red tie, while a fancy voice says it's a scent of insecurity blended with desperation. Another cut jumps to runway lights flashing as the mugshot appears over and over, each time with a different fake quote about his timeless corruption.
None of that stuff is going to be touched.
Nothing.
We're going to love and cherish Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. We're not going to do anything with that.
How criminal enterprise is really who you are. Demand the release of the Epstein files, or be a sheep.
They're not just calling him a criminal, they're calling him a ridiculous criminal who's also extremely vain. For all the humor, there's strategy here. Political analysts have been pointing out for years that mocking an authoritarian can sometimes do more damage than debating them. When someone builds their brand on being feared, the fastest way to undercut them is to make them look silly.
He's an assistant attorney general of the United States. What's he doing? Flying to Florida to talk with sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell.
Watching the power grab and illegality going on in Washington, it's easy to feel helpless, like there's nothing you can do.
And that's exactly what this ad does. It makes Donnie Diapers look less like a scary strongman and more like an out-of-touch reality TV relic who's obsessed with mirrors. The contrast is sharp because we all know the way Trump likes to present himself, stone-faced, defiant, chin up like he's leading troops into battle. In the Lincoln Project's version, that same face is framed like he's selling cologne in a duty-free shop at the airport.
They're not cutting it. They're looking at fraud, waste, and abuse.
He thinks you're stupid and he can fool you. He doesn't care about your health insurance.
The visual whiplash is the joke, and the sting. The reaction online was instant. Within hours of dropping on social media, people were clipping scenes, making memes, even adding their own fake magazine covers with Trump selling hair dye or spray tan kits. Within a week, the combined versions across platforms had racked up over 20 million views. That's not just viral, that's a cultural hit, the kind of thing that escapes politics and seeps into everyday internet chatter.
Things is way up. The reason we'd like to make this ad is simple. Donald Trump promised that prices on these things would go down if he was elected.
Maybe they talked about when to start the 25th Amendment process to take you out. You should have sent Don Jr.
You could scroll through random TikToks and suddenly see that mugshot pop up set to disco music. And if you think Trump ignored it, think again. The ad didn't just land on his radar, it latched on like a tick. His posts got personal, his tone got angrier, and it was clear that this wasn't just background noise to him. In fact, the way he came after it almost proved the Lincoln Project's